Breaking NFL news has just hit like a thunderbolt, and it's coming straight out of Dallas, where the Cowboys have pulled off not one, but two monumental moves in what's being described as a historic day for the franchise and its fans around the globe. The Dallas Cowboys have officially signed All-Pro cornerback Stephon Gilmore and have also completed a blockbuster trade to acquire rising superstar wide receiver George Pickens. The Cowboys' front office has shocked the NFL world, and these moves are already being called the biggest signings of the year. Let's dive into what this means for the Cowboys. First up, the signing of Stephon Gilmore, a proven lockdown cornerback with AR sum that includes Defensive Player of the Year honors, multiple Pro Bowl selections, and a Super Bowl championship. Gilmore brings not only talent, but veteran leadership and a wealth of playoff experience to a Cowboys secondary that's already full of young rising stars like Trayvon Diggs and Darren Bland. With Gilmore in the mix, the Cowboys now have one of the most dangerous cornerback duos in the league, and that's not just hype. Gilmore's signing is being viewed as a defensive statement. The Cowboys are telling the NFL that they are here to dominate, not just compete. He's the type of player who makes offenses hesitate. He changes game plans. Quarterbacks think twice before targeting his side of the field. And now with him and Diggs shutting down the outside and Bland patrolling the slot, the Cowboys secondary just became a nightmare for opposing teams. It's the kind of signing that elevates the entire defense and positions Dallas as a true contender for a Super Bowl run. But that's only the beginning. The real stunner is the trade that has brought George Pickens to Dallas. Yes, you heard that right. George Pickens, the explosive wide receiver from Pittsburgh, known for his jaw-dropping catches and physical play style, is now officially a member of the Dallas Cowboys. This trade is already being called historic, not just for the impact Pickens brings, but for the message it sends. Dallas is going all in. George Pickens is not just a rising star. He's a game changer at just 23 years old. He's already made a name for himself as one of the most talented young receivers in the NFL. His catch radius is off the charts, his ability to win contested balls is elite, and his intensity on the field is unmatched. Pairing him with CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks gives Dak Prescott an arsenal of weapons that could rival any offense in the league. This is the kind of trio that defensive coordinators lose sleep over. Sources inside the Cowboys organization have confirmed that the team had been eyeing Pickens for months, and negotiations with the Steelers reached a fever pitch over the last 72 hours. The final deal includes draft picks and a package of future considerations. But the Cowboys didn't blink. They knew what they were getting, and they didn't want to miss this chance. Pickens is under contract through the next 2 seasons, giving the team flexibility and control while they pursue their championship ambition. One's reaction from around the NFL has been explosive. Analysts are calling it a power move, and players across the league are posting their shock and respect for Dallas's aggressive strategy. Former players, coaches, and insiders are praising the Cowboys for finally doing what so many fans have asked for. Going big, making moves, and putting championship talent on the field. This isn't the conservative Cowboys we've seen in recent years. This is a bold, fearless team ready to win now. Head coach Mike McCarthy reportedly played a key role in pushing for both Gilmore and Pickens. He's been vocal about his desire to add proven veterans and explosive playmakers to this roster, and the front office has answered the call. With these additions, the Cowboys are more than just a feast favorites. They're in the conversation for the best roster in the league on both sides of the ball. Defensively, this changes everything. The Cowboys now have a secondary that can shut down elite offenses. Stephon Gilmore's presence gives Dan Quinn incredible flexibility. With his schemes, expect to see more man coverage, more aggressive blitz packages, and a defense that thrives on takeaways and pressure. Gilmore is a technician. He plays with discipline and confidence, and his ability to mentor the younger players will be invaluable in those tight playoff battles. Offensively, adding George Pickens means the Cowboys can stretch the field like never before. His chemistry with Dak Prescott is already being built with plans for joint workouts and off-season training sessions. Pickens brings a toughness and edge to the offense. He doesn't shy away from contact here, blocks with intensity, and he plays with a chip on his shoulder that fits perfectly with the Cowboys' identity. The locker room reaction has reportedly been overwhelming with excitement. Teammates are energized. The vibe in the building has shifted. Veterans are saying, "It feels like the year everything is coming together." Rookies are looking at Gilmore and Pickens as leaders and playmakers, and Dak Prescott knows he has the best supporting cast of his career. With this much talent around him, expectations are sky high. For fans, this is the moment they've been waiting for. Social media has exploded with excitement. Videos of Gilmore's interceptions and Pickens' highlight reel catches are trending. Fans are buying jerseys, booking tickets, and already talking Super Bowl. It's not just hype, there's a real belief that this team is special, and with these two additions, that belief feels justified. What makes this even more exciting is the timing. This isn't a move made at the trade deadline or as a reaction to injuries. This is a proactive, strategic masterstroke. The Cowboys are building their identity before training camp begins. They're shaping the roster in May, not in desperation, but with vision and precision. That kind of planning shows a franchise that's serious about winning at the highest level. In terms of contract structure, Stephon Gilmore's deal is expected to be team-friendly with incentives tied to performance and availability, giving the Cowboys both a star player and financial flexibility. Pickens, meanwhile, is on a rookie deal with high upside and low cap strain, making this one of the most efficient talent acquisitions in the league. This combination of value and impact is rare, and it's exactly what separates good teams from great ones. There's also a ripple effect from these signings. The Cowboys now have the ability to be more selective in the upcoming draft. They can focus on depth development and future stars rather than scrambling to fill holes. Veterans like Gilmore stabilize the defense, while young stars like Pickens push the offense into elite territory. It's a blend of youth and experience that championship teams are built on. And don't underestimate the cultural impact. Gilmore is known for his professionalism, work ethic, and preparation. Pickens brings passion, confidence, and an underdog mentality. Together, they bring balance and fire to a team that's hungry for success. This isn't just about talent, it's about attitude, leadership, and championship mindset. In the coming weeks, expect to see Gilmore and Pickens introduced to the media in what will surely be must-watch press conferences. Training camp is going to be electric, and fans should be ready for some serious fireworks. As these two stars integrate into the team's system, there will be growing pains, sure, but the upside is enormous, and the Cowboys believe this could be the beginning of something historic. Rival teams are already on alert. Eagles fans are worried. 49ers analysts are watching closely, and every team in the AFC is taking notice. The Cowboys are not sneaking up on anyone anymore. They're putting the NFL on notice. They're coming, and they're loaded on both sides of the ball. Ultimately, the success of this bold strategy will come down to execution. Gilmore has to stay healthy and consistent. Pickens needs to keep growing and learning, and Dak Prescott has to lead. But if everything clicks, this team has the potential to go all the way. It's the most talent the Cowboys have had in decades, and they're not backing down. This is the new Dallas Cowboys. Fearless, fast, and focused. The biggest signing in the NFL season has just happened. And it's not just one, it's two. Stephon Gilmore and George Pickens are now Cowboys. And the rest of the league better be ready.